Hi everybody, welcome back to South Pass Deals. I'm Althea. Thanks so much for taking the time to join me in this video today. I wanted to give an update on what has happened so far. So, since I made my last video, I sold two items. I sold the Montgomery Ward vintage coat, and that sold on Poshmark for $80. And then I sold a blue cardigan from eBay, which sold for $17. We did make she offered, I accepted, deal done. Got everything packaged, got it sent out. So, for a month in the business, I've had a total of 3 sales, which I'm good with right now because, I'm still learning how to do all of this. And, of course, it is quite exciting. So, the other night when we were sitting there, my husband and I, we were sitting there, and all of a sudden my phone chimed, and I'm like, oh, I just got an offer. I'm accepting the offer. Oh, I just made the sale. And it was so exciting, honestly, because, when you're doing this, you're wondering, do I have a price right? Is people going to like it? Do people want it? There's all those kind of questions. But so being able to get those 3 sales, honestly, for a month, I feel like that's pretty good. Now, I know there's other people out there who seem to sell just like a whole bunch of stuff, and that's great. And I'm so thankful that they are selling, but I'm so happy about the sales that I have made so far. So now we're just waiting for all of the responses to come in to see if they actually like them and accept them, which I hope they do. I think they're going to be very pleased with them. And that's, of course, one of the things that I aim for. But I wanted to kind of show you, so the last video, I told you I was posting a whole bunch of stuff and then I was listing it, which I did get all of that listed. And then my husband and I, we had to run to the town that was closest to us, which was, of course, 2 hours away. So I was able to go to a couple new places that I did not realize were in this town before. And I got some really, really, really good deals. And I'm going to tell you about them and, of course, show you. Because the first place that I went to, we got there probably about 5 o'clock. So it was almost closing time for them. And this first little bit, I was so excited. So I wanted to show you what I got the first night, and then I'll show you what I went back for the next day. So I was walking along, and I found these. And all I seen was that, and I was like, well, that's an interesting looking shoe. I wonder what it is. And then I noticed it's cleats, and I'm like, okay, well, so I looked them up right there in the store, and the comp said that they were pretty good, so I was like, all right, I'll get them. So then when I was walking around, then I found these ones. So I was like, oh, okay, those are in pretty good condition. They need to be cleaned up a little bit, but so then I went walking over to my husband, and he's like, what are you doing with golf shoes? And I was like, oh, is that what they are? Because, well, honestly, I don't know. But so then when we were getting ready to leave, we were standing at the checkout, and I happened to just glance over, and I was like, those shoes, it took me a minute, because you sit there and you're like, I think I recognize that brand. I think that is important. And so as I looked at them just for a second longer, I was like, oh my gosh. So I went over and Coach sneakers. I don't even think these have been even used. You can tell that they've been in somebody's closet, but oh my gosh. They are so clean. Look at that sole. And when I turned them over, I was like, oh my gosh. So I thought that was really cool. I hope you can see that. The Coach symbol on the bottom of the shoe. So we left that night with those. And, but I was like, oh my gosh. So the next day when we went back, because I was like, I looked for some other shoes that they had there. And I was like, okay, I think these ones are worthwhile. And so I'll show them to you. So Vans shoes. So these are the ones that I got. Like, they seem to be in, look at that. Oh, we'll turn it the right way. Like, they don't even look like they've been used. And then I found these hot little numbers. Now these are a Nicole, okay? There is like some little wear and stuff around there, but look at that sole. I mean, I don't think they've even touched dirt. So these are a 5.5. So, but I was just like, those are so dang cute. I mean, I love the thicker heel just because it feels like you have more support when you walk. And then I seen these shoes, and they didn't look very much from the beginning, but they are, oh, let me take that price tag off so it doesn't interfere. They are penguins. And I was like, that's unusual. So I looked those up, and that was awesome. So then here's where it gets really interesting. So I was walking to the suits and everything, and oh my gosh. So I seen this blazer, and I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty nice. You see that? Let me get that. Lord of the Rings. Now, I did put this back to begin with because I was like, but look at that elvish writing on the cuff. Is that not cool? The liner completely intact. There are no stains. That's a piece of fuzz. We'll get that off. But I mean, like, this is gorgeous. The buttons are all there, everything. So I was very, very pleased. So then we went to the next store, which was the Methodist thrift store. Now, this was my first time in there. It took us a little bit to find them, but I was so happy when I did because they were offering shoes. Oh, where did them one shoes go? Okay. They were offering shoes for buy one, get one free. So when I was typing in shoes, I was looking for the prices on these box. And I mistyped in the label on these. Here is a pair of Dankos. Danskos. Dankos. Anyway, I mistyped in the label on them, and they told me about a pair of shoes that I was like, wow, I'm never going to find those. And so when we got to the Methodist thrift shop, then I went back to the shoes, and I found them. I found the shoes that they told me that I'd accidentally typed in. What are the odds of that? These literally are brand new. I don't even think they've been worn. Maybe once, twice. But, oh my gosh. They're a size 40, which I think is like a size 9. So then I was like, oh, that's awesome. And so then I found these Toms. There's a little bit of dirt on them, but I mean, honestly, like, they're in good condition, great condition. So buy one, get one free. Like, I was like very pleased. Found these sandals, Keen sandals. So I was like, okay. So see, this is what they had written on them. And I don't know which ones I actually paid for. The Tom's ones, these ones weren't even marked. I don't even know what the pink. Yeah, they weren't even marked. The Tom's ones, they were marked that. And then I found these. Now, these were also marked. There's a few little things missing, I think, on these ones. These ones have been used once, but they are the Callaway shoes, golf shoes. So I was pretty excited about them. They still have the little Callaway heart on them. That's cute. So we got those, and I was very excited. So I wanted to show you just a couple of things that I got. So from the thrift store. Okay, this is a dress. We'll get this one up here. There's the tag. And like, seriously, like, is that not just cute? And it's a shorter dress, but the back, I mean, it's flowy and shiny. And it's got a little belt with it, which is, I think, cute. It's just kind of that vintage style. Then I found this Calvin Klein jacket, which I was very pleased with. It's leopard print. The zippers, like it's a mid-length coat. So I was very excited about that. And then I found a John Deere t-shirt. Look at that. I love that. The story of John Deere. It's so cute. And then you guys tell me. I thought this was pretty interesting, okay? So this is a shirt and a jacket that go together. Is that not just pretty? So, peacock feathers are on the shirt. They're on the jacket. Like, I don't see anything missing. That's what I was, like, most impressed about. Like, look at that. And it's, I mean, it's an extra large. And it is a long sleeve shirt, or mid sleeve, I guess. Like, isn't that just cool? I like that. So I was very, very impressed with that. And so I was very excited to go to that Methodist thrift store. Because I honestly, like, it was just fun in there. Those ladies were amazing, and they were kind. And then we went to another thrift store that I was like, okay, it was a new one for me. I'm going to show you. I got 2 things from there. You're like, why aren't you showing the rest of this? I will in another video, but I wanted to show these 2 things in particular. Okay. So this was a pair of pants. This is actually like my first pair of pants that I bought. And they're stretchy, which is nice. But they had like that down the side of them. Isn't that a cute print? They look to be in really good condition. And I was very pleased, but this is what I was kind of excited about. So this is a brand new with tags shirt. And it is a sparkly, shiny little top. Isn't that cute? And my mind immediately went to these boots that I have. Now, these are listed on my Poshmark, okay? But I was like, oh my gosh, that shirt, those boots, they actually go together, which I thought was really cute. Isn't that cute? So I was like, that is adorable. Now, I will tell you, these boots come with the little hangers and a boot stand, which is nice because who wants saggy boots? So I was just very excited about that. But that's immediately what my mind went to when I seen that shirt, was those boots, because I was like, that would be so super cute. And then I'm going to show you this dress that I got, because I just thought it was pretty. I mean, honestly. So I thought this was interesting. Okay, so this was at the thrift store, the Methodist one. Now, I did pay $5 for it, But apparently they wrote this on the back side of the card, which I thought was hilarious. But I got $5 for it. Is that not just pretty? Look at that detail. And it is a sleeveless dress. And is that blue in there? Yes, that is blue in there. And it's got a cute little belt, of course, with it. And this one actually has pockets. I thought that was very, very unique. So that's where we're at. Now, one of the things that I'm learning about is the opportunity to do Posh Lives. I'm sure you guys have heard of these. I'm sure you guys have watched these. And I'm kind of curious. Do you feel like I have a good enough inventory for a Posh Live? What are your thoughts on Posh Lives? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you like that quick auction stuff? I feel like, well, because, see, when you apply for a live Posh, you have to have an account for 30 days, and you have to have at least one sale. I do have the one sale, and in like the second week in February is when I'll be able to for sure know that I have had my Posh account for 30 days. So if you think that I should do Posh Lives, then let me know in the comments. What are your opinions of them? What are some of the things that you have liked? What are some of the things that you don't like? What is some good advice, really, for somebody who's going to be starting out and maybe trying those out? Let me know in the comments. I'm excited to hear. Until next time, happy thrifting! We'll see you later.